Right now at 5, Duluth Police are asking people to stay away from the scene of a crash involving a vehicle and a pedestrian. It happened around 3:20 this afternoon near West Skyline Parkway and West 5th Street. Officers have closed the road in that area and are asking people to stay away so their officers have room to work. Police didn't immediately share the extent of any injuries or what led up to the crash. We'll continue following the story and we'll bring you any updates as they come.